with Stim, and in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about recent breaking news in autism community. So recently, a young inventor from America, he has created an invention who won second place and also won a money prize in this neuroscience competition that he joined in. And the invention is about basically has the ability to diagnose you with autism or ADHD with 80% accuracy, if I'm not mistaken, by scanning an image of your eye with his AI model he created. So I'm going to be looking on the side to read some information. So if you see me looking on the side, that's why. But basically his name is Edward Kong from Bergen County Academy's Hackensack, NJ. He developed an AI model to screen neurodevelopmental disabilities using images of the eye for his Regeron Science Talent Search and Neuroscience project. And I quote, he stated, "Getting a diagnosis for autism or attention deficit and hyperactivity disorder can take months or years because the eye and the brain develop from the same stated in previous studies." So this is fact, and I feel like also, like, at least in my experience, it is also kind of like fact, at least for me, that like it can take months or years because I only got diagnosed with autism when I was 15 and I'm 18 now. So I feel like that is at least like true. Paul Limkin, a neurodevelopmental pediatrician at Kennedy Krieger Institute and professor pediatrics at Johns Hopkins Medicine, has also stated his opinion to Edward Kong's invention. And he stated he is excited at the potential of retinal image to lead to early diagnosis, but he is also quick to caution that autism and ADHD are developmental and behavioral conditions rooted in the brain, with much overlap between the two of them and other conditions. Specifically, and I quote, "Any retinal differences identified may not be specific for these conditions, but instead of some brain-based neurological condition generally," he says. Now, here is my opinion of this whole discovery. If the brain and eye always had the connection that he claims to have, why has the autism community been under rock for so long about this discovery? There must have been news of this before without Edward Kong needing to create an AI model to officially know. Also, doctors and therapists already struggle to create and finalize accurate diagnoses because even them are swayed by popular stereotypes. So how will a machine that is 100% perfect to be have the ability to be accurate? Aren't we relying on the wrong, thing in this case to help us? Also, I'm on the same page with Limkin about ADHD and autism not being the only developmental disabilities, because as we know, there are so many in the world, like which I mentioned in this article I wrote of my friend Make Commons, called "Discrimination That Neurodivergent People Face," where we discuss such a huge range of neurodevelopmental disabilities such as dyspraxia, TS, Tourette syndrome, Down syndrome, bipolar disorder, BPD, autism, ADHD, dyslexia, and perhaps more. Therefore, if this potential issue isn't resolved, it does risk Edward Kong's invention to be unreliable because of the traits of neurodevelopmental disabilities that can be hard to point out and know, proven by the difficulties of doctors and therapists, because they struggle due to false information being repeated. So how is the AI model who is faulty at times supposed to help? Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Comment down below your opinion of Edward Kong's discovery, and I'll see you next time with Stim. Bye!